Brent Weber is back with us. He's handling the St. Louis Cardinals tonight.
Cardinals getting some star treatment, in fact, before this game. A lot of fans out in red watching the Cardinals take batting practice. Albert Pujols putting on a McGuire-like show, in fact, knocking a couple completely out of the stadium. With catcher Russell Martin, the story once again, the all-star pitcher Mr. Penny, and he has the Rockies number again.
Right, right out the gate, I mean, he did a really good job. I think he had a perfect game going into the fourth inning.
With Todd Helton, Colorado Rockies first baseman, and boy, you're a wily veteran now, almost 33 years old, but you're on a team that's got to be kind of fun to be part of. Not a lot of huge names, but there you are, right in the thick of things.
Yeah, we're in the thick of things. Guys are we playing well. We go out and play hard every night.
Jim Edmonds, who knows his way to this ballpark, grew up in Southern California, of course, still has a home. You and your family in Villa Park. Got to sleep in your own bed last night. Not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's always good to come home, even though this isn't my original home, but that's where I grew up coming to games, so this is always going to be a special place for me. Cardinals
getting some star treatment, in fact, before this game. A lot of fans out in red watching the Cardinals take batting practice. Albert Pujols putting on a McGuire-like show, in fact, knocking a couple completely out of the stadium. The biggest fan in attendance, Billy Bob Thornton, wearing a Cardinals hat, talking to his buddy Tony La Russa around the cage, and then later gave some batting tips to Pujols. Maybe the Bad News Bears skipper will be helping the Dodgers out there if that indeed was the case. The Cardinals have won 6 straight against L.A. We needn't look further back than last weekend, that sweep. Ugly for Dodgers fans, very good for the Cardinals, who then dropped 2 of 3 to the Braves. They did win the finale of that Braves series, starting off their longest road trip of the season tonight, so they're focused after a day off and some bad weather back home. By the way, their hottest bat home run-wise, Southern Californian Jim Edmonds. He homered in each of those games in the Braves series. We'll talk to Jim Edmonds a little bit later on in the pregame show, guys. We were just talking about Crespi. He doesn't get to talk about that all that much anymore. Tonight, talking about an outstanding performance for you, and you've had 3 no decisions in your last 4 starts, pitched well against the Dodgers last week, but didn't get anything in the extra inning game. Nice to get the W and to shut down the team here in L.A.
Yeah, you know, I think definitely a team effort tonight. I think with Rowan's play there, Albert had some tremendous plays, and that's what it takes. You know, we're a team here, and we play hard all around, and it's nice to do it at home and in front of my family and friends, and my high school coach over there, Scott Mucky, standing over there, and he was behind home plate, and it was a nice win.
Well, your stuff seemed good. You kept them off, and again, defensively, the team does make 2 errors tonight, but in the end, you're comfortable in the driver's seat there with these guys behind you.
You know, I failed to mention our bullpen. I think you know, Adam and Izzy came in and shut the door right there, and definitely you know, errors and walks, and that's all part of the game. And I think when you're able to minimize that and contribute offensively, I think that's the key.
1,000th career strikeout tonight. Did you know that?
I did actually know that. I don't strike out too many people, so I mean, to have 1,000 is definitely a milestone for me, and it was nice to do it here.
And I also was told I have to ask you about the Supon restaurant in the Valley. Is this you have a business?
Yeah, it's Soup's Grill, and people keep giving me grief, especially to the guys. You know, I keep saying coming soon, and people keep asking me what's soon meaning, and it's taken a long time, but hopefully sometime this offseason we'll be able to open up.
Here's a guy that's a 33-year-old veteran pitcher. He's 31. Thanks, man. Don't want to do that, especially in the prime of his career. Pitching for the National League Central Division leaders at a time when really you're facing a team across the way that is really scuffling, really struggling, missing that big hit. You guys beat them up good last week. What's going on when you face a lineup that's struggling like that?
Well, I mean, you never take that approach. I mean, it's obviously, I mean, these guys we played them in the postseason, and they're a great team, and you go out, it's just a game, and you take the same approach every game, whether you're hot or not, and I mean, as a pitcher, you know, trying to keep the ball down, change speeds, and work fast, that's an approach I've always taken, and going into any game, that's my approach.
Jeff Supon gets the win tonight. Bullpen shuts it down for him here in the end, and he's very, very happy that he did it in front of his old home folks and his old high school coach. Guys, let's send it back out to you. With catcher Russell Martin, the story once again, the all-star pitcher Mr. Penny, and he has the Rockies number again.
Right, right out the gate, I mean, he did a really good job. I think he had a perfect game going into the 4th inning. He was really looking his fastball well. His curveball had a nice bite to it, and we mixed in his changeup a couple more times than usual. So kept the hitters off balance today. He did a great job.
10 straight wins for a club that was scrapping and scraping for one just a couple of weeks ago. And then you put Jeff Kent back in the middle of the lineup. Instantly, a little more swagger for you guys.
Definitely. I mean, he's a veteran-type player. He plays hard. Every day he's in there. And, I mean, he's a future Hall of Famer, man. So he's doing his thing right now. And we're glad to have him back. He's really doing a great job.
Speaking of future Hall of Famers, you don't mind coming to the ballpark tomorrow to catch Greg Maddux for a couple innings, do you?
No, not at all. I caught him for the first time the other day against Cincinnati, and I think he had a no-hitter going into the 7th inning, and then it started raining. So hopefully we can keep that going tomorrow.
All right, Russell Martin on base 3 times today, hitting 2 walks, and the battery mate with Brad Penny, who does it again. He is now 4-0, as you guys know, against the Rockies this year.